I guess we got to play the sad music.
Yeah, sad HTTR.
Yeah. I don't think then there's any other way to say it. Despite the score looking closer than it is, the Commanders were dominated by the Green Bay Packers last night.
Completely throw that score out the window.
Yeah.
There's so much garbage time, touchdowns and yardage and touchdown throws that, I mean, it made it appear close, but that game was never close. That game was an abject disaster.
A lot to get into. We will throughout the show. John Keim, who covers the Commanders for ESPN.com, is going to jump on at 8. Merrill Hodge, former NFL running back, now an NFL analyst, will join us at 8:25. And Scott Abraham will join us at 9 o'clock. We can talk about the defense. We can talk about the running game. We can talk about the injuries. But I think we should start with, where's the offense?
It's 2 weeks in a row now. The teams have adjusted. Obviously, Jaden didn't have those rushing lanes. He's been a little off passing wise. The downfield throws have been inconsistent. We've been very inconsistent. Teams have adjusted. It's just it's not the offense we expected.
No,
not even close.
Now, Green Bay did this to Detroit.
We
should say Green Bay did this to Detroit.
Yeah,
who
they're
had
better.
The number one offense in the league a year ago.
Hopefully it's just that, but it's 2 games in a row, and we didn't get going against the Giants. So, I mean, the fact is, 2 games in a row, the offense has not been what we expected. But clearly, the Green Bay's better, and hopefully we never play them again.
That Packers defense is legit.
Yeah,
usually, I like to think if an offense is really good, they can dictate terms to the defense. Well, Green Bay has dictated terms to both the Lions and the Commanders through the first 2 weeks.
And Micah is not just
Micah's a beast,
not just a factor in sacks. I mean, he
had
a half,
everything,
but he forces so much pressure. He causes penalties.
He had 8 pressures.
8 pressures, but guys are Tunsil's jumping off.
It was a rough night for Connerly.
Rough night.
It was a really rough night for him.
Yeah, I mean,
and they showed the numbers.
He impacts a game more than just a sack.
Yeah. NFL Plus put out a stat that Micah Parsons has more sacks, more tackles for loss, and more quarterback hits against the Commanders than he does any other opponent in his career.
He loves playing against the Burgundy and
He
Gold.
destroys us.
Yeah.
He destroys
He's
us.
a man on a mission.
But also,
I harken back, though. I was watching video after the Packers beat the Lions. I think it was Dan Orlovsky, but it could have been one of the other ESPN analysts. And they were just going play by play, showing the Packers defense smothering receivers and running backs, everybody running to the ball. They're all fast, and it just looked like they were anything that Washington tried. Like if they tried a quick wide receiver screen, they broke through it really quick.
Well, they could get
a lot of those
pressure
plays which worked last year, those quick little flare passes where they would get yards after the catch, they were getting nothing on that, and they could not run the football at all.
No.
Well, it was exactly what they did to the Lions in week 1. They were forced to throw the ball short, like Jared Goff was to Jahmyr Gibbs. Nothing was available downfield, and if it was, the pass rush was getting to Goff and or Daniels before they could find their targets.
Yeah.
It was just a miserable night. And then you put all the injuries on top. Looks like Austin Eckler blows out his Achilles in a non-contact
That
injury.
might be a career ender.
Dietrich Wise gets carted off. Like that's a horrible injury.
I mean, he's crying on the field.
Bates gets dinged up.
Yep.
I mean, it was just a horrible night.
It's bad.
It was a bad night all the way around.
Like
there wasn't anything good about last night.
I was watching that.
Matt Gay misses 2 field goals.
He's bad. Your boy Lattimore.
That's another.
Lattimore had a bad game. Okay, that's fine.
Marcus Liability. That's my new nickname.
Lattimore was really
bad. You didn't say that after week 1.
No, he was okay, but that was last year too. He was okay in that one game against the Saints, and then he was.
Look, no one played well last night.
Watching that,
including Lattimore.
Watching that game transported me back to all of the bad primetime games that the Skins Washington football team had for that long run. I thought those days were over because I thought Jaden Daniels could cover up a lot of those warts. He can't ride into the rescue and save everything I thought he could.
Well, he looked like
couldn't.
He looked like just a normal quarterback last night.
Yeah, he was flustered last night.
He had no running lanes.
He's been out. He was just out of sync, and you could just see it in his face.
His QBR was 27.
Yeah,
26.9. I'm rounding up. But look, to me, the biggest thing, and you're right, Cakes, they did it to Detroit. They could not run the football last year when this offense was clicking. they finished with the number 3 rushing offense. And it wasn't because of Brian Robinson, it was because of Jaden and those guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
154 yards per game. They had 51 yards rushing.
Yeah.
So now,
Cakes, you're only 100 yards short on your prediction.
It's 99.
when you're rushing for just 51 yards, you're constantly in third and longs.
Yeah.
Their third down conversions were really low yesterday.
At one point, it was like 3 for 12. I don't know what it finished.
I think
at.
they finished 5 for 16.
Was it? Yeah.
Something like that. I mean,
Well, that's
I'll
a
double
dreadful
check.
percentage.
Yeah, it wasn't good. But they just weren't able to move the chains. I mean, I'm surprised actually Trustway didn't have more punts in the game because it seemed like they were punting all the time.
Punting or going for field goals
they had
that
to go
everyone
for,
knew that kid couldn't make.
They had to go for a bunch of fourth downs.
Going for a 58-yarder when you know your guy struggles from 50+, and then handing the ball back to the Packers, that's an egregious coaching decision.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like, Dan Quinn should be sued for coaching malpractice.
So they did finish
Terrible.
5 for 16 on third downs yesterday, 1 for 3. Like I said, there's a lot you can get into if you want to chime in. 1-800-636-1067.
The only good thing
defensively,
maybe it's a wake up call for them early in the season.
Yeah,
maybe it's a hey, we looked okay against the Giants and we just looked terrible. We were embarrassed on national TV against the Packers.
Defensively, they couldn't stop Jordan Love. I mean, Jordan Love could have even he looked really good.
Yeah,
he missed a couple of bombs, just missed them. Could have had an even bigger day.
Well, it was just the guys were just wide open. Most of those guys were wide open, and they had creative play calling.
Whatever scheme they were running on defense,
they did a lot of crossing routes that we were terrible on.
Like Tucker Kraft, he was doing whatever he wanted.
He was wide open all night.
Just
couldn't cover a tight end.
He looked like
like Kelsey.
He looked like the top 10 tight ends of all time, fused into one player, and then just dominating.
We went from number 6 in Prisco's power rankings. We got to be 15, 16 or worse.
It's going to be a big tumble.
No, that's
big
an
tumble.
overreaction.
You're
playing against a Super Bowl contender.
I don't think so.
They just dismantled Detroit 5 days ago.
But
they are good.
They're way better than us.
Yeah.
I'm just saying we're nowhere near 6.
But they looked out of their league.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to tumble out of the top 10 in every power
and look,
ranking.
I mean,
they should.
And a lot of people thought that they were going to average, you guys have talked about it, average 30 points a game.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
100%
right now, what are they averaging? About 20 in 2 games?
Way below.
So
way below.
Just offensively.
And if you take out garbage touchdowns, it's less.
It's less.
Because the Ertz and Debo touchdowns, those were in garbage time. When the game was well decided.
Yeah, but you can't take that out.
Well,
it is what it is. Overtime.
I think the last touchdown, the game was decided. But the other one, you're still in the game.
17-10. Yeah, they made it 17-10.
Yeah, you're still in the game.
Look, offensively,
look at the fourth quarter, as bad as they were playing, it's a one-possession game at 17-10 when they score that touchdown.
Yeah, they just needed to stop when they went right down the field and scored.
They couldn't stop them.
They couldn't stop.
That's two distressing things for me. Number one, I basically took the offense as a given. That's not a given. And I was hoping the defense was markedly better. And certainly last night it was not. Last night it was reminiscent of last year.
Yeah. All right, we'll open up the phone lines if you want to chime in. 1-800-636-1067. What happened to this Commanders offense? What are you seeing? What do they have to do to right the ship? As I mentioned, John Kimball joined us at 8, Merrill Hodge at 8:25, and Scott Abraham at 9, talking about the Commanders' 27-18 loss on Thursday Night Football to the Packers. 1-800-636-1067. We're the Junkies. Coming right back.